Um, Keeping sane. Um, I've been working out, trying to get some consistency in my life. More than you guys know about all the content creation, pero more like personal, private. I've been trying to like sew again, like create clothes again, create art. I've been trying to get my YouTube going, planning a lot of things with the management, with sila Sir Kian and sila Miss Sheena. Yeah, ayun lang, trying to keep updated as much as I can. Sa daming balita eh. Bida-bida eh. Parang gusto nila laging maraming balita. So yun, I try to keep updated of what's happening. Ayun. Yun lang naman, surviving. Parang yun yung pinaka masayang term for it. I'm trying to survive.
What's a typical day like for you?
A typical day. Well, today, I woke up very, very late because I had too much fun last night. But right now, a typical day for me is I wake up, I work out. Usually I work out first thing. And then we make here in the house, lalo na this quarantine, we've been trying to make like little home improvements because we've never had time for it before. So parang family time, ganyan. And then I read, and then I try to not be on my phone for most of the day. Pero for the majority of it, I am on my phone kasi the work is there. Ayun, tapos pag a lot of people think I write down my content, pero it's all impulsive. So pag may pumasok akong stimulus, I record it right away. So parang ano lang siya, 30-minute process lang yung content creation ko. And wala siyang oras. Wala siyang pinipiling oras. So kapag kunyari, it arrives to me at 3 p.m., I'll film agad at 3 p.m. If it arrives to me at like 9 p.m., I'll film at 9 p.m. Yung creative stimulus, hindi ko siya nakakontrol. So ayun. That's a typical, wala akong nasasagot na tama. That's a typical day for me.
For those who don't know you yet, parang or like have seen one or two videos pa lang, who is Dora? How did you start creating content and what made you start?
Well, to start, I'm a dancer talaga. Dancer, tsaka I sew clothes, ganyan, and I paint, mga ganon. Yun yung yun talaga yung life ko before. Nagka-thrive naman ako in that area. Pero like during the pandemic, my content creation was like a pure authentic reaction towards what's been happening and how our government has been performing. Then, like, if you know me like in person, I'm super, super like loud all the time. Like, I really love talking. I love interacting with people. I'm an extrovert by heart. So parang yung content creation ko, I just started to like mix everything together, like what I'm good at and what I think about, what's been happening, my opinions, ganyan. And luckily enough naman, the people respond. I never expected to blow up. So parang I was very surprised lang na a lot of people reverberated with it. So ayun. Yun lang naman. Nothing special. Parang until then lang din siya. Parang I just parang what do you call this? Genuinely just put out what I want to put out. Parang I say what I want to say, ganyan. Parang ano lang siya, reflection of real life, honestly. Yeah.
How do you keep your videos fresh and engaging? How do you think about your concepts? Well, you've mentioned briefly earlier na parang automatic lang siya anywhere, anytime. So, how do you keep your videos fresh?
How do I keep my videos fresh? I actually haven't thought about that. Pero what I can say is I speak from experience and I speak from what I know and what I think people have experienced as well. Kunyari, like yung when I made the every time I step up in the building, everybody and go, yeah, up, yun. I know that everyone, like not naman everyone, pero I know that parang people like me and mga fresh college grads, mga college people will automatically get the reference. Although, I wouldn't say it's, parang I know that my content isn't for a lack of a better term, the masses. Kasi, yung humor, yung references ko are very, very niche. So parang like that, it's targeted sa college people because kaka-graduate ko lang din. So parang I know na yung tribe ko will relate to it. right? And then, I try to make it as universal as possible naman. Pero may times talaga na hindi ko iniisip kung sino mag-receive. And I think that's what makes it fresh, na hindi ko iniisip kung sino yung mag-receive sa akin. So, literally, I just do what I want to do. If I want to dance to this, I'll dance to this. If I want to speak about this, I'll speak about this. And then, whoever views it, views it. Like, no, parang the question, how do I make this fresh, isn't in my mind when I'm creating videos or I'm creating content. Parang I just make it. And that's a bad answer, pero that's how it goes lang for me. Na parang once you think about how to make it fresh, hindi na siya fresh. Ganon. Diba? Diba? Ganon.
How do you feel about the reach you're getting? What are the ups and downs of it?
Well, of course, I'm super grateful for everyone who's been very supportive. But I'm gonna be like dead honest with you. I'm kind of scared to go out, and not because I feel like I'm popular and people will mob me, but I'm afraid of getting hurt. I'm afraid of getting shot. Ganyan, because honest to God, my content is very, very edgy and very dangerous, to say the least. Like, I've been speaking up about the government, ganyan, and how I'm so unsatisfied. And with the way things are going, with the way the government and people are trying to silence dissenters, it's very scary. Sorry if I push it to the negative, pero I'm really, really scared to go out. Scared to go to, if I do go to, kasi kunyari, I have to go buy groceries for my family or may mabibili sa akin yung mama ko. Talaga, I really hide. Like, nakakapa ko, naka-shades ako, naka-face shield pa ako, then I wear a hoodie, just so no one will like, chat siya, or parang hindi ako matimbrehan. So yun, parang I'm really scared of getting hurt. Kasi nga, it's really possible that it would happen. I think it comes with it na, yung social activism. Pero yun, I'm just really scared of getting hurt. More than anything, I'm scared for my family's safety kasi my dad then he works in the government. So parang ako, it's always in the back of my head na paano kung balikan siya, mga ganang thing. Sorry, but yun yung, di ba parang dapat happy. What do I feel about the reach? I'm happy na ko ng followers. Pero honestly, yun yung nafe-feel ko with like how my videos have been going around. Parang I'm just really scared also. Pero I have to do it kasi nga, I've been receiving a lot of messages, lalo na from kids who are stuck in homes that aren't as progressive and as quote-unquote liberal. Na parang they were messaging me na hi Dora, thank you for speaking up, ganyan, kasi in my home I can't speak up, and parang I super relate to what you're feeling, and that's what keeps me going then, na people are listening, lalo na kids, lalo na people who are younger than me. I don't want to say kids, like, is 24 a kid? I'm turning 25 in 4 days. So,
oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Ayun, so parang, I really appreciate it. Hindi man appreciate. It inspires me that people and the youth are listening to what I'm saying, and that I am acting as a voice. And maybe that's what I'm very, very grateful for my reach, na I'm reaching the people I need to reach.
So I've asked McCoy Dubs this as well.
Yeah.
But where do you get the courage to speak up?
You know what? I have to like say this, and I have to put it out in the world. Na I'm very, very grateful for UP and how UP has molded me as a citizen. Kasi when I was in high school and grade school, it was very rules are rules. Well, I'm from Clarete, exclusive Catholic school. So parang there was no leeway for questioning the rules, ganyan. Parang kanya, haircut, ito dapat, uniform, ito dapat, it's very that. Pero don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful for Clarete. Pero UP talaga, it has molded me to think critically. It has molded me to be always ask the whys in the house of things. Parang, I remember I was in this class, I think it was a political science class. And then when someone says, kunyari, bawal maligo ng 3 p.m., you're not just gonna blindly follow it. You're gonna ask why. Bakit? Anong mangyayari pag naligo ako ng 3 p.m.? Yung mga ganong bagay. So parang ako, I'm very grateful for UP for molding me as a critical thinker. I don't want to be modest. like with stuff like this, pero I know I'm really critical and I know I'm yuck. It's gonna sound disgusting, but I know I'm smart and I know I'm critical and I know I'm open to other ideas. And the courage stems from UP. I think UP put me to. I think UP set me up for this. And my sister kasi is also a student leader, and I think a lot of what I say also comes from my sister. Parang before I make content, I talk to my sister ganyan. I think the courage really stems from UP and the upbringing that UP has put me through.
Okay, so how do you deal with haters and trolls?
I talked about this with the ano rin, with when I was in a call with sila McCoy and sila Hershey, sila Frankie Pangalinan. You can deal with trolls. Well, the simplest way is to not engage. Kind of that's the optimal way to deal with trolls, is to not engage. I talked with this with Chell eh. Si Attorney Chell. I was like, Attorney, kunyari, what if no? Kasi you have to think about, if may troll sa'yo, you look at the profile if it's real. If it's not, don't engage at all. Wala ka nang mararating. If it's not a real profile, do not engage. But if it's real, you can, number one, you can engage and waste your time, hours, just trying to prove a point or trying to make them understand what you're saying. It's not actually trying to convince them. Otherwise, it's trying to make them understand or communicate your idea well. The second way you can deal with it, which I'm gonna put this out here just so everyone knows, okay? I have done this before. Do I recommend it? Pwede. If may vendetta ka talaga, sige. So number 2, you open their profile and then see where they study or see where they work, right? And then you look up, meron yung company email for sure. Meron siyang company email. Sabi ni Attorney Shal, take all the screenshots you can get with a timestamp. Dapat kita yung oras, kita yung date. Para when you construct your your opposing blow, marami kang hawak. I did this before pala. Kasi someone messaged me na parang sana magka-HIV daw ako, tapos wala akong makuha ang gamot. Tapos mamatay daw ako, ganun yung level nung hate message niya sa akin. So I took a screenshot, I found out where he worked, and then I posted on my account na parang I tagged the email of the company and the screenshot of what he said to me. Because I was like, Twitter, you know what to do. And then everyone flooded the company email. Tapos nag-message back yung company na parang we no longer work with this person, ganyan. So if ever you wanna deal with trolls, hurt them where it hurts. Yan lang. Like, a cute little email to the school won't hurt. A little email to the company won't hurt, right? So, ayan. That's what I did. That's how I deal with trolls.
What other topics would you want to tackle on?
Yo, I want to tackle super sensitive topics, and I'm just waiting for the right time to talk about it. And parang I'm just waiting for the right timing. I want to talk about abortion. I want to talk about sex ed. Yun yung mga gusto kong pag-usapan. I want to talk about what is pro-life, what is pro-choice. What's the thin line between being pro-life and being pro-choice. I want to talk about classism. I want to talk about colorism here in the Philippines. I want to talk about political apathy. I want to talk about the dangers of neutrality. I want to talk about art also. I want to talk about sustainability. My thesis in college is about sustainability. It's about laundry at home. Ganun ka-simple. Mga laundry at home. I really want to talk about things I know and things I want to forward. And like birth control, sexual health, mental health, these are things that are fairly new to the Philippines, whether we like it or not. Now, other countries have been advanced na. They've been steps forward. They've been, roads forward ahead of us. And I think we should start talking about it, putting it in the conversation. Kasi we are going to be inheriting what we build today. And I think it's high time we talk about these things. And I talked to a friend before na parang, Doris, why don't you create na mga mainstream content para you grow like super bilis, ganyan, mga funny content, prank, ganyan. I was like, no, parang I don't want to use my platform that way. I'd rather like talk to 10 people who are really listening than like be a 5-second video content na all people watch and just like, ito scroll lang nila. I want to irk people. I want to strike a nerve. I want to be the voice at the back of your head. I want to be that person na kahit hindi ganun kalawak yung reach ko, I'm talking to the right people. So, parang yun. Really want to talk about yung mga papag-usapan nyo lang if nakainom ka na at 3 a.m. with your friends. Yun yung mga gusto kong pag-usapan. Aliens! I want to talk about aliens! I want to talk about God! I want to talk about, blind religion. I want to talk about how it's Christianity's fault that we're like this. Ganyan. Yun yung mga gusto kong pag-usapan.
So if you could keep only one video from all your videos, which video would it be?
I would keep my wow, what a good question. You know what? I would keep my my BLM video. Because number one, it's so universal. My BLM video, it's probably the one with the highest reach. And when I say reach, I want to talk about Instagram. Kasi sa Instagram, Instagram is the hardest platform to like grow. Sa social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Instagram is the hardest. Siya yung pinaka mapili. And may BLM video kasi, the way it reflects to us, it super still roots from our colonization, our Western coloniality mentality. We super care about BLM, ganyan, fashion. Lalo na yung Fashion Week na yan dito. Sobrang yung Metro Manila Fashion Week dito. Grabe, sobrang kinapitalize nila yung BLM. Pero wala naman silang pake sa mga na nangyayari dito. Like, BLM is a matter of power dynamics, racism, colorism, and classism, which is very rampant here. Ang dami, yung native cultures natin, yung mga indigenous people natin, pinapatay natin. So, wala tayong pakailan. So, bilang ng BLM, sobrang, maka-anti-racist, maka-anti-colorist tayo. Sobrang sobrang BS. So parang ako, I called it out on social media and as expected, dami na namang nag-disagree. Pero a lot of people really agree with it. Ganun. So if I'm keeping a video, it's that. Kasi it's sobrang more than us. BLM is more than BLM. Parang it speaks volumes rin to other issues we face in society. Yung effect sa atin ng states, what happens in the States, sobrang nagre-ripple siya here in the Philippines. Hindi natin siya matanggal. Kaya wala tayong sariling alphabet, kaya wala tayong sariling solid culture. Kasi lagi tayo parang lahat na nangyari sa States, kailangan sobrang laki ng effect dito. Ayun. Kaya if I'm keeping a video, it's that one. Kasi dami niyang nire-root na issues sa society natin.
Who's a content creator you would want to collaborate with?
I've done na si McCoy. Like, I've worked na with Hershey, I've worked na with Frankie. Pero, the people I want to work with, you know what? I want to collaborate with Buknoy, honestly. I want to collaborate with him and talk about things. Bakit ganun yung ginagawa niya? Tackle yung mga hate na dumadating sa akin. Kasi honestly, Buknoy is a child. He's what, 15, 16? When I was that age, I was super heavily influenced by the people around me. Parang I didn't build my personality at 15. People were building it for me. Yes, parang the way I chose people, I was very lucky I chose people who are smarter than me, who are more hardworking than me. Kasi I saw this on Instagram, yung mga inspirational pages. Parang, if you surround yourself with 5 smart people, you'll be smart. If you surround yourself with 5 hardworking people, you'll be hardworking. Mga ganun. I wanna unpack. Why is he like that? Ano yung iniisip niya? Ba't niya ginagawa yung ginagawa niya? Who's telling him to do things? Mga ganung bagay. I wanna collaborate with Tita Chrissy Ashino. Kasi I talked with her na rin before. Sobrang substantial din ng mga paniniwala niya. I wanna work with, say what you wanna say to everyone here, say what you want to say, but I want to work with Vice. Kasi we have to give it to Vice ganda. Magbigay pa ng ibang celebrity ngayon who can openly broadcast their same-sex relationship and is not hated for it. People love Ian and Vice. And I think sobrang laking movement nun for the Philippines specifically. Kasi, even yung AFP ayaw sa Suji bill . So parang that representation na meron tayong pop icon na is in a same-sex relationship na hindi stereotypical kasi stereotype dito kapag bading ka tapos kasi straight passing si Ion and Vice is extremely feminine. Yung stereotype dito is pag ganun yung relationship, pinaperahan nung guy yung bading, diba? Ganun yung stereotype dito. Whether we like it or not, it's our harsh reality. Pero they are there, strong, and hindi ganun yung mentality ng mga tao. People know they're in love. People know the love is genuine. And sobrang laking representation nun, lalo na for the LGBTQ community. So I wanna work with Vice, even if parang people hate her for dami niyang issues before na people hate her for it. Pero I wanna work with Vice ganda kasi I think the way she communicates politics is extremely subtle na hindi mo alam na na-communicate na sa'yo. Tapos na siya, hindi mo na na-notice na na-communicate na niya yung gusto niya i-communicate. And it's super effective, super efficient. That's why I want to work with her as well.
What's the message you want to give the youth of the day?
The message I want to give to the youth today is recognize their power. We as the youth, we live in a time where trying to, honestly, it's cliche and it's sobrang cringe pakinggan. But we're really trying to change the world. And the power we have is enormous. Honestly, the youth, yung mga 16, 17 today, sobrang nakakatakot sila. Kasi sobrang informed, sobrang brave. Pag kunyari, kasi honest to God, I tweet sometimes some problematic rin. I have views that are problematic rin. And when I put it out there, the first people who call me out are yung mga teenagers talaga, mga 15, 16. And the day I do not listen to them is the day I die as a creator. Kasi I think, hindi naman sila always correct. Also, no one's always correct. Pero the most informed and the most kind reactions I get are from the youth. And sobrang powerful ng youth today. And I wanna tell you to recognize your power. Because once you recognize your power, sobrang limitless ka na. Yun. Recognize your power as an individual and as a collective.
That's good. That's very good. Thank you so much, Dora, for your answers.
Thank you.